Fleeing North Korea is dangerous, as this desperate dash across the DMZ in 2019 showed. Oh Chong-song was shot by fellow North Korean soldiers as he crossed to the South Korean side. He survived. Most defections are far less dramatic, but no less risky. Travelling through China to a third country, China sends those they catch back to North Korea and almost certain punishment, which makes the rare decision to voluntarily return to North Korea all the more surprising, an indication of how hard life can be for defectors even in South Korea.
I think that the best way that North Korean defectors have described it to me is that going from North Korea to South Korea is like coming out of a time machine, like 50 years in the future.
Kang Na-ra is considered a defector success story. A television personality and YouTuber, 318,000 subscribers for videos like this one. Must-have items for escaping North Korea, with a chilling demonstration of why a razor blade is important in case you were caught and would rather die than go back. Shockingly surreal in the context of a seemingly light-hearted YouTube video. Despite this, Kang says she did consider going back.
After 2 years, I told my mom I wanted to go back to North Korea. She told me I could return, but that honestly, I could die on the journey.
Almost 8 years on, Kang says she still feels empty inside. If she had her time again, she might not have defected, citing prejudice defectors face in the South.
I want South Korean people to know North Koreans aren't spongers who waste tax money. We're all Koreans after all.
The South Korean government gives financial aid for rent, education, vocational training, after defectors have been through 3 months of training in a resettlement facility. One case in 2019 shook South Korea's conscience. A mother and son who had fled poverty and hunger in the north were found dead in their Seoul flat of suspected starvation. The government has been trying to improve support for those defectors most in need. While some regret their escape south, others claim they never intended to defect at all, like Kim Ryong-hee, who says she entered China in 2011 to visit relatives and seek medical care. She claims she was tricked into coming to South Korea by a broker and is trying to get back to her husband and daughter she has only seen on video messages back in North Korea. South Koreans can only travel to North Korea in rare cases approved by both governments.
I tried to make a fake passport but failed and I was jailed for 10 months.
Kim is finally allowed a passport but is still banned from leaving the country.
If I'm buried here, my family won't be able to come and visit my grave. If you won't let me go alive, at least let me go after I'm dead.
More than 30,000 made the journey from north to south over the years, with only 30 returning in the past decade. It is a fraction, but it's also a reminder that those looking for a better life do not always find it. Paula Hancock's CNN Seoul.